Have you become a blur? Did anybody take the high-speed train here, the Acela or the Amtrak, or have you taken these super fast trains from time to time? You look out the window and you want to see the landscape a little bit. There's something pretty, or you want to just reflect on it, but before you know, it's gone. It's a blur. It's all moving so fast you can't even zero in on it. Or if you have kids at home or nieces or nephews, I just found a picture that was in the garage of my kids when my little boy was about, year and a half, 2 years, and my daughter was 5.5, 6, and it feels like a minute ago. And they were so cute, and they really weren't very sassy yet. Very, very cute, affectionate kids. And now my daughter's turning 20. My son's almost 16. And they're still lovely kids, but they're not the babies they were. It's a blur, right? It all goes so quickly. And I find that in today's busy world where we are constantly responding to the influx of demands on our time and our energy and our attention. And some of it's passive, right? Some of it, you have your phone set up and CNN news flash comes across. Well, that's pulling on you. You got to pay attention to that. There's an election result. There's a disaster somewhere. There's always something. But what happens is we end up going too fast because then we have to catch up. We have to catch up on, I have a chapter that didn't get written, and I have to do this accounting piece, and I got to work on my video, and how do I get myself on Twitter? And before you know it, you're just running all the time. I will tell you, I've had days where I literally am running up and down, from the main level to the upstairs, and I'm like, wait, I'm literally running around my house. There's nobody here but me. Why am I running? It's craziness, right? But you just feel that swamped and that busy. Is that at all familiar? You ever feel like, you're going so fast, it's all just a blur? But the opportunity that we have is to catch ourselves now. And this isn't, meant to be sort of motivational self-help sort of talk, but it's about business growth and it's about living a bigger, better, more rewarding life. And you can run a successful business, but if you're turning around saying, oh my God, what did I miss over the last 15 or 20 years? What's the point? Right? We get some money in the bank, but we're not living full, rich, enjoyable, wonderful lives with the people that mean so much to us. So I think we can all say that we get this business of being a blur. We've been a blur. People can't always access us. The world becomes a big blur. So we should really take maybe a moment or two and talk about what are a couple things that you can do. And these things are all really related, right? How do you stop chasing the sugar ants, and how do you stop being a blur? And in fact, the next thing we're going to talk about is my next question to you, which is, has your list become your life? You guys know what I mean by the list? The to-do list, the 4,000 things, and you knock 1,000 of them off, and then another 1,000 or maybe 1,500 pop up. Has your list become your life? It's all related. It's all part of living in this 24/7, very busy, overly demanding world in which we as independent business owners often are trying to do everything ourselves. And it's for a variety of reasons, right? We're trying to save a couple bucks maybe so we don't hire out expertise or subcontractors, or we feel like, well, I'm really good at that. Why wouldn't I do it? Or maybe I kind of like it, or I've always done it this way, or I don't want to let go of control. We all are independent business owners. Probably most of us in the room like to have some level of control over the way we run our business, the way we live our lives. But the sugar ants will never stop coming, and life will continue to be a blur, and the list will keep growing unless we figure out what are the things we can do to get a handle of it, right? We didn't create the situation, but we certainly can have some control over it.